What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about pain? Does it scare you? Does it make you want to run away? Are you excited? Because some people get like a thrill from it. Like, what's his name? David
Goggins.
Goggins. He just runs until he craps his pants and legs break and he recovers and he just jumps back into it. People who get eyeball tattoos and whatnot. So pain is very different from everyone. Surprise here puts his body through pain a lot, like getting those muscles. Uh, so pain basically is interpreted a little bit differently by everyone, but it's still quite a universal language amongst most animals, including us humans. And today we'll be talking about pain, the psychology of pain, how we receive it, how we can grow from it, learn from it, or how we can have like a loop around it, how we just keep going on and on and on. And somehow we will link that to dental pain as well. My name is Craig.
And my name is Surprise.
And welcome to Heels Talk.
Can you shut up?
Okay, in fact, I'm going to open up this talk with a very interesting story. There's a condition where people do not feel pain. Now, as much as this sounds very favorable and sounds cool, like, hey, I'd be able to do so many things if I didn't feel pain. But these people have horrible lives. Okay, I'm going to list some of the things most of them don't make it past childhood because number one, they don't know which signals to run. So pain is more of a signal that tells you this is not good, get away, fix, correct. But these people don't have that signal. So they don't live very long. Those who do live long have all their teeth removed because they don't know if they have cavities or not. They bite their cheeks, they bite their tongues. Many of them hurt themselves, so they burn themselves, they break bones, and they just die in the weirdest ways because they don't have that signal that tells them to run away. So pain is a good mechanism that we have as humans because it keeps us alive. And that's my opener.
Basically, it's essential for your survival. It doesn't feel that way when you are in the moment of pain, like when you have a toothache, for instance, at 2 o'clock in the morning and you have a presentation at 7. You do not want to experience that pain, and the dentist office opens up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's not nice. Or when you're going through a heartbreak because someone betrayed you or you just lost someone, or physical trauma as well. It's not nice, but it's just data. It's your brain communicating that something unpleasant, something undesirable, something life-threatening, something significant is happening. And it's not just limited to like the type of physical pain you could feel. Like I mentioned, heartbreak. It could be how people get super, super depressed and like their life gets miserable because of finances not being healthy. So basically, when you move from healthy to unhealthy, there will be little signals, and it usually will start with like a whisper. Perhaps it's I'm starting to run out of money before the month ends. And then fast forward, you are now in a lot of debt, you know. But that period right there had some discomfort, but no cars were getting repossessed. You were not getting evicted from your apartment. You weren't losing your friends. You weren't getting isolated. But when you have reached your limits, you will feel a huge amount of pain, and you will probably need external help as well. So uh, you have to listen to that little whisper, like, oh, you're having an ice cream, and oh, that was slightly sensitive, and it goes away in like 15 seconds. That's your body whispering, there's a little thing, there's a little hole maybe in your tooth. You should probably like get that checked out. And it's quiet for months, and then a year later, you now have to take out a tooth or pay 10,000 rands for a root canal.
And remember, most of the signals you have in your body, like fever, these are signals which have a good use. I mean, you might think, what's the point of like raising my temperature to high levels? But what happens is your body's actually cooking the bacteria, cooking the infection, because those, look at that, organisms can't survive in such high temperatures. So the same thing is happening with pain. Yes, it seems like it's very uncomfortable, it seems unpleasant. And at that moment, you wish that you could not experience pain, but it is a pleasant thing. It's a signal telling you to adapt, move, or look at that, fix the current situation you're in. So dental pain is the same thing. Dental pain is a series of things. It usually starts as mild sensitivity, very mild, and moves on to heavier sensitivity. If you cannot live without Sensodyne, you should see a dentist. I kid you not. Like if you go there and you say, I need the sensitivity toothpaste, and you visit me and I have whitening toothpaste, and you say, peasant, I need the sensitivity one, something is wrong. Sometimes, yes, it could be your teeth have worn out due to age, but sometimes it could be a case of you've got a cavity that's growing every single day.
So we are understanding that pain is natural, pain is favorable, pain is something you should have, something you do need. There are also different responses to pain. There are people who have gone through dental office, we'll talk about dental pain, a toothache, and they just keep taking grandpa brufen and whatnot until the tooth is like disintegrated in your gum. Then later you get like a swelling, then you get like something opening up, and someone else would have probably already went to the dentist to get that checked out. So different responses to pain. The main thing that you should go through when you start experiencing pain is trying to learn from this. Like, what is this signaling? What is this telling me? What is out of place? What is not in alignment? When you're, say you're in a relationship and you find that you are feeling anxious, you're feeling your heart is heavy, perhaps it's time to just take a step back and like review, what are you feeling? Where are you exactly? What here does not fit? And what can we do about it? Or where can we go and get help? You are drowning in money, in debt. Drowning in money is better, but you're drowning in debt. How do you move on from that? So you would have to say like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have bought that M4, you know? Maybe I can't afford to like get like a 4-bedroom house in Bryanston at this point in my life. Like that also hurts because it's humbling, but it's literally your reality telling you you are doing something that will harm you in the future. So it's best to reflect. That's how you gain wisdom. That's how you get growth. Reset, step back, reflect on everything you're going through, make a choice from it, and try to learn so you can move on. Because when you don't do that, then you start forming a cycle. Then you've been dating bad boys for 10 years now. Like, all men are the same, all women are the same. Nobody want like, and then you just keep, because you keep making the same choices. And eventually you start feeling very comfortable in the chaos that you've created, and anything healthy now feels threatening. Going to the dentist seems threatening. Talking about your feelings seems threatening. Getting like a physical checkup of your health is very threatening because something always bad happens or whatnot, and that makes you feel unsafe. So the most important thing when going through pain is learning from it, growing from it, so you're not stuck in a loop on repeat and suffering.
There are certain instances where you should power through pain, and the instances where you should not power through pain. If you're an expert trained runner, you can power through the pain all you want because you know your body. But if you're learning how to run, don't power through the pain. Learn which pain signals to run away from, because you're not healthy enough to do this. It's good to power through pain when you're facing adversity, but you have to power through it to get to the top. That's fine. But there's cases where you shouldn't. If you have a consistent toothache, gum ache, whatever ache, don't power through that pain. seek attention, seek attention. You're powering through emotional pain for a very long time. Seek assistance. I mean, for a month or two, you lost your dog. You have to power through the pain. But if the pain is consistent for years, you need to see somebody. So there are instances where you should and instances where you should not. And acknowledging which instances to not power through, like with dental pain, can be a very good way to prevent more pain in the future.
Yeah. So pain, you can't avoid it. As long as you're alive, you will feel it. We don't have a choice. But suffering is something that you can avoid. So suffering is just continuously, again, going through pain that is not healthy for you. Listen to your body. It's basically trying to talk to you in its own way, So learn from that, grow from that, and yeah. You
See you in the next
survive.
one.
Alrighty, cheers.